What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm on Verdun Heights today, trying to achieve what feels to be my never-ending goal of getting my 100-0 gameplay. Oh man, if there's a game that I felt had that possibility, was definitely this game right here. Now, of course, I don't want to like clickbait anyone and make anyone feel like maybe I was going like 99-1 or something like that if it was that close, but I did go 75-0. But I was so on pace to get that 100-0 that, man, there really was no reason to say that I shouldn't have gotten that or somewhere really close, and maybe even more than that. So, yeah, definitely for me, I knew from this experience of the pacing that I was going that I had the option to get it this game. I've had it a couple times too playing on this map lately, so you know, I was trying to do some tank gameplay the past couple weeks or so. So I was playing a lot of mixed servers, and a lot of the map voting was putting me on maps like Fort Devo or Verdun Heights, and maps that were not tanker friendly at all. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do? I might as well go for it, see what I can do, and just go all out, which is what I do this game. I just go all out. I don't stop. I just put the head down, and I just try to do what I can try to do. And that's the nice thing a little bit. I've already had streaks on this map before. I've had my highest Raider streak I have on on all the maps. I have an 86-0 on this map, so I don't really have much to lose really when it comes down to it. And yeah, that's kind of been the mindset behind it, because I had another game as well too where I didn't go quite as far as my streak where I went 75-0, but the kills on it were so high up at the very beginning of the game. I was probably not even halfway over the game and had more than 50-some kills or something like that, or I forget what it was. It was pretty insane though. But I died a little bit, a bit earlier than I did on this round right here. And how I go is just, oh man, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I'm still getting over it. But yeah, that's kind of been the little kind of side mission that I like to do for myself. I'll find little things on Battlefield that aren't related to community missions or achievements that you find in the Battlefield 1 game, to kind of keep myself busy. This is kind of how I do things, and the one thing right now is getting that 100-0 game. I've already kind of done my personal achievement where I want to get 100+ kill games, and I've had a couple of those already, and so those were definitely pretty fun. But now I'm looking to get that 100-0 kill game before Battlefield 2018 comes out. But yeah, I'm trying to push over here towards D right now. But they have a guy who's laid down his AT rocket. Does it a couple times. Not sure if it's the exact same guy or not, but that was a good play on his part. But I wasn't making really many mistakes on this map, on this round right here. So he had a couple of situations where they were trying to do it, which is a good call in my opinion, man. If you want to, take out the Trench Raider class, that's always an option right there, and it's a pretty efficient way of taking out the Trench Raider class. But you're gonna see me flank around here from behind. And he's trying again, but I was right on it every single time when it comes with the AT rocket gun. But right there, I was trying to take out the medic class, and I was a couple swings wasn't doing it. It happened to me a couple times too in this game, and that was definitely very costly. That's what always scares me, is when I'm swinging at enemy players and it's not registering, or if you swing at a player and you get like an 80 damage on it and not the 100 damage. Oh man, those are the worst, man. Freaks you out so much because you think it's gonna be this quick, easy kill, and next thing you know, you're battling an enemy player what feels like forever, swinging at him. I tell you what, it does feel like forever when you're swinging at enemy players like that, especially if you're around a bunch of his teammates as well. So but as you can see right there, teammates went up and pushed over and got E, and now we all have to get D right here. And I tell you what, they were all over there by C. This just goes to show how crazy this class is. Like, they were all over there by C. I was able to clear out C completely, and now I'm holding them down over there by D. They're so focused here by D that they can't even push out really. And my teams were actually able to go over there and cap E, which, really when it comes down to it on games like these, this is why on Verdun Heights sometimes I don't even get a chance to actually finish the game and have enough time to try to go for like 100-0 on Verdun Heights, because I'll end up capping all the bases and our ticker rate will move up so fast that we end up only having these like 14-minute games. and because of that, the time isn't you know, sufficient enough for you to get these 100-0 games. If you really want to get these high kill games, you got to have you know, actually a really kind of close games. You can't think that you're going to get those by, you know, people being like, oh, you know, you're playing against really easy players, and sometimes that is the case where it is kind of like that. It seems like, you know, you might be the only one really like good, like solid player on the map, and that's what you kind of can get away with some stuff. But it does have to be a little bit, at least a battle between at least the teams that are going on, that keeps the gameplay going on longer and gives you more time to do your high kill count. So but watched it there for that assault class that wanted to bayonet charge me. The bayonet charges I was really on point on. I think there was one situation where they had me in a kind of a good spot, but I was way ready for it, and so they weren't really able to do much. But I did a very good job with the bayonet charging. I didn't really have much of an issue when it came to that, which is good, because that's always my big one that I always want to watch out for. But unfortunately, their whole team went out and pushed down towards the E. They recapped E, but they had to sacrifice getting D for that one. Now, their spawn always on this part is right there on the left on that pathway, so I know that's where they're at. So I'm going to flank all the way around. I'm going to take a scout class out really quick, and then I'm going to flank that guy who's running up there, probably from E. Flank him from behind. I'm safe now, because now that we have D, they won't be spawning right behind me. If they don't, if we're trying to cap D right now, they will spawn right behind me, and that's a good way for them to finish you off. But it was a good thing I did that there, because there's another guy laying down with the AT rocket gun, and that would not have been fun to walk out to that. Now, I'm going to pull back over here. I do this a couple times in the game where I kind of pull back a little bit, as much as I was going full momentum, non-stop, it's just not holding back on anything I was doing. There were a couple situations I didn't like, just because I dealt with an AT rocket right there. They're capping E, and I'm going to go down a hill where they're on the high part of the E over there, coming down from that hill. And I'm such in the open. I'm trying to get all the way down to this right here. This is where I want to get, where I was not out in the open like that for that medic class to blast me, and you know, who knows what else happens. Especially when you start getting these high kill streaks, people start pulling out all their bags of tricks on you, and I'm over here trying to think everything that could be going down right now. My mind is just racing right now when I'm on these modes. I'm just completely in the zone, going all at it. So I'm gonna flank up over here now, try to clear out a little bit of this pathway right here. There's a guy probably still right behind me, and he's gonna try to bayonet charge around. So I'm gonna place myself right here, because he's not gonna make that turn. Yeah, he can't. I place myself in that position right there, because I know there's not enough turn radius for him to make a sharp, like you know, turn angle right there. So that's why I positioned myself in that spot. That guy had a good chance to probably do it for me right there, but he didn't see me coming up. And so but yeah, I got my almost my whole team around over here. So a bunch of guys that are on E right now, but I'm going to probably flank myself around now, work my way around the edges of E up top where they're going to be spawning, because now that we're challenging E, they're going to spawn up more of that hill right up there to the front of me. So I don't want to get myself caught off guard with all of them, you know, picking me off. So I'm going to come up here and flank, and there's a couple of them right here. That would have been a good option for the assault class to pull out his AT rocket gun, but he doesn't there. So you know, they pulled it out a couple times earlier, but he had to like try to lay down when he saw me, and that's a little bit you know, too late for that. But when you're already laying down, that's when he could have taken advantage of that, but he didn't. So that was a little bit fortunate for me. I'm going to take this scout class out, or this medic class that was right there. This was what scared me a bit, was stuff like that. You know, you're taking like 3-4 swings on someone that you really should be only taking one swing on. And that's what started messing you up a little bit. It makes you start thinking a little bit, because yeah, it's always something, man. There's always something weird that wants to come up and get you when you're getting on these streaks. You gotta, there's more than you just like, you know, strategizing and trying to figure out what will work against enemy players, when the game will do the weirdest things to you. So yeah, that one made me nervous, but I am okay for now, and we're about to hear cap you know, E and have all the bases. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say, is what ends up happening a little bit on this map. We'll cap everything, and then the ticker rate will move up so fast that the game ends you know, really fast. And that's why, you know, if I have these really great games, I never even get a chance to even see how great they could be, because we end up finishing it, you know, it's a 12-minute game, you know, because we cap everything. And now, you know, that's the game right there. I don't know how many countless games I've had holding the enemy team right up towards here. So now I do got to be careful, because they do have their elite classes now, and when it comes down to using this kit against elite classes, it is by far the worst. I mean, this class is so good against infantry players, but when it comes to other elite classes, it is terrible. And I think this is a situation right here where I'm going to try to get third try to bayonet charge me. Yep. So yeah, that's why I say, as much as the trench raider class is not, as much as it's a trench raider class, it is not a class for being in the trenches at all. Absolutely don't want to take this thing down the trenches, and the reason being is because you don't have any lateral movement, and there's just one straight pathway for anyone to go down with a bayonet charge that is designed to go straight. So to me, it doesn't compute to bring this in the trenches at all. I see this class better for areas that you can weave around, right? You don't want to be out in the open, right? And you don't want to be in such a confined space such as the trenches where you don't have any lateral movement. You want to be more out in the open where you can weave around things. That's when this class is at its best. But like I was saying, though, unfortunately now they're gonna have their elite classes, and if there's one thing you don't want to deal with the trench raider class, is dealing with their elite classes, because you know, especially when it comes to the sentry classes, the MG08 and the Vilprosa, their armor, you can't even, if you try to melee them, you can't do anything about it. Now the Flame Trooper, you can melee twice and kill him, but as you can see, I was having a bit of a melee problem this round, and I got away with one right there, which is one I probably shouldn't have gotten away with. He should have melted me, and he probably got nervous when I swung at him and saw his health drop so fast, and that was probably what maybe get away with that one. But you can swing at him twice, and if you swing at the Flame Trooper twice, you will finish him off. But like I was saying, the MG08 and the Vilprosa, don't even bother. You'll be swinging for the rest of your life, and nothing will happen, and they will take their weapon. They will melt you, especially the Vilprosa. You want to get melted fast? Go up against the Vilprosa with a Trench Raider class. That thing will melt you in a second. So, but here's another situation right here where I'm like, this guy's, I think, like, are behind me or like out of my viewpoint. Swinging at him, can't hit him. But yeah, that was, yeah, having a little bit too much of that right there. That's what, oh, man, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. And yeah, just like I said, those are the like weird things that end up happening that can finish you off. Now I'm gonna take that scout class off. I should have let this medic class res his teammate right there, but I didn't do that. If there's one way you want to farm kills, that's the way to go do it right there. I've been doing that a lot lately, especially with my dynamite. I'll throw like a dynamite in the trenches, kill one player, and I'll throw another one in, and I'll wait a couple seconds. I'll wait so the medic class comes up, reses his teammate, and then I'll blow it up. I know that's completely like a war crime, but I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot lately with my dynamite. So yeah, I probably should have. I could have farmed a kill right there, but you know, it's whatever. Like I said, I went to 75-0, and you know, the Battlefield gods were like, they eventually were like, you know, we're gonna hold you back here a little bit. You got away with one with the Flame Trooper class that you shouldn't have gotten away with, so we're gonna make sure to get you back on that one, which it's understandable. That Flame Trooper class should have taken me out for sure. And some of those AT Rocket were for the assault classes where they were positioning themselves. They had some opportunities as well too. I was just a little bit ahead onto them there, but not that Flame Trooper class. I should have for sure killed him, and when I didn't, he probably should have taken me out. Now I'm gonna find him again right here. That's what I was trying to do the first time, and unfortunately, I mean, the flame just destroy you when you're on this class, and I'm trying to heal myself, and my health is not going up fast enough, and I'm going to drop down here, swing at him, but he's going to. Oh my god. Oh man. It hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts to die that way. I rather would have died from the Flame Trooper than to die from that. But that's what ends up happening when your health is not up high enough, which mine was not. And so I was an easy one melee swing, and yeah, that's that for you guys right there. So, oh man, that's what happens when I'm going 100 miles an hour, non-stop, you know, and that's what I wanted. I just wanted to keep going, and I wasn't stopping at all, and I wasn't even stopping enough to really heal myself, and then I paid the price, and now I'm going to die a couple times because that's what happens. You cannot go 75-0 without the without it coming back towards you and saying, no, it's time for you to die a couple times. So I think I go like 89-5 this game. Yeah, that was a tough one to die from in that situation right there. Like I said, of all the things I would have died from, would have preferred a bayonet charge. That's what killed me on another game that I had, where I died a little bit earlier in the game, but I was having a really high kill game at the very beginning of the game, and I hadn't died yet. Someone did pull very, it was a well-placed and well-done bayonet charge. So it was more skill on that part right there. That one, in that situation, it was more my fault. And oh man, it burns. It burns when it's when you could have you could have maybe just slowed down a little bit more. Other ones, sometimes it's just people they did a good job on you, and it's not much you're gonna be able to do on that one. But that one right there, I should have had it for sure. So I don't know. I mean, you see the ticker count right now. We're not even in. I'm not at the 900 mark yet, and they're coming back a little bit. The caps on the bases, so I don't know what have I don't know what might have happened, but I mean the possibility is pretty high that I would have gotten at least 100-0. I definitely would have broken 86-0. 100-0, I don't know. They do have the Villa Perosa, I think, comes back down under here, and I would have had to dealt with some of the elite classes, which would have been interesting. And that's where the majority of the players were at. They all want to huddle over there by C, so that would have been kind of interesting trying to go in there, and I might have, and I probably would have ran down there. I probably knowing myself would have thrown a couple of smoke and went in there and seen what I could have done. So that would have been pretty interesting. But if I would have done that, I for sure would have gotten the 100-0. So really, really close, and definitely pretty heartbreaking. But yeah, that's what my little side missions and things that I'll do on Battlefield to kind of keep myself occupied and busy. When there's maybe not a community mission, or there's not something I'm looking to go for, I'll go for things like these type of things, and it's keeps the the gameplay going for me, and it keeps it interesting. I'd be curious to see what your guys' things are. If you guys have things like this where there's maybe not a community mission or some type of achievement you're going for, or medal or something like that, but there's something like a personal thing that you have that you are trying to go for. So yeah, feel free to comment down below. I'd be kind of curious to see what your guys' thing is. Like I said, for me right now, it's going for the 100-0. When I get that, I don't know what I will go on from there about, but I would like to get it, and I probably will get it. I've been close multiple times on different situations, so we'll see. Maybe I get with the infantry elite class. That'd be pretty cool. I'm trying to see what I can do with more of the streaks when it comes to that elite class, but we'll see. We'll see how that one keeps progressing as we move into the second maps that are coming out, which can't wait for those. But again, yeah, feel free to let me know down below what your guys' little thing is, because yeah, definitely it's something that's pretty cool, and it's pretty interesting when you're on the battlefield and you're trying out different things, and the community has different we know you go watch the videos of people who create content in regards to the weapons, and they go over the history of the weapons while they're playing the game, and they're seeing how how bad the weapons are, if the weapon is as bad as people really think it is, and they'll try it out for a little bit, and they're making content and being creative and thinking outside the box when it comes to Battlefield, and not necessarily making content just because of what DICE is giving out, but they're being creative in themselves, and doing things that they find interesting that might not be the the flow of how DICE is giving out stuff when it comes to Battlefield 1. But that's basically it though for you guys today. Again, close but not close enough. 189-5. Again, we'll see what's come up here in the future when it comes to more of me trying to get this what feels again the never-ending quest of the 100-0 gameplay. But again, I appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I will catch you guys again later. Peace.